I don't even like to tell people I play football, really. Like when I'm at class and stuff, like unless you see my backpack or something, like I'm not gonna tell anyone I play football. I'm just gonna go out there and just be who I am as a person, so.
How was your summer?
Oh, it was pretty good. It wasn't just school football with my teammates up here. I've been getting to a little country life. Being in Oklahoma, I was helping Aiden and Kelly farm back in the country this past weekend. And then we did a little hunting. And I've been fishing. Fishing has become a big hobby of mine during the summer. I probably go fishing probably 3 or 4 times a week, just around little places around Stillwater and stuff, so.
Where's your primary fishing spot in Stilly?
Coach Dunn, he's got a little boat and a little pond in his backyard, or mini lake. We'll go out there, pretty good bass out there. And then Sanborn Lake, I don't know if I should be telling y'all all this good spots and stuff, but I caught a big, probably 5-pound bass at Sanborn Lake, probably last week, so.
What do you do with the fish after you catch
I just
them?
release them, I just release them. I mean, sometimes just depending on who I'm with, if I were to go to Cass, he's a big fisher. He goes catfishing, he'll noodle and everything. If I were to go with him, he'll have catfish fries where the team comes out and stuff. But I just catch and release. I just do it for fun. Listen to some music or a podcast while I'm fishing. Just a way to relax my mind.
What podcasts do you listen to?
I don't, Two Bears, One Cave. It's with Bert Chrysler and Tom Segura. I like to laugh a lot, so they talk about random stuff. You get that, Joe Rogan, or I listen to some audiobooks too, so it just depends on the day.
What books have you read or listened to?
I just got one today recently. I'm trying to think. It's the Red Rising series. I think it's called Lightbringer. It'd be a whole lot to explain, but it brings me, I don't have time to read books no more. And I used to to read a little bit, but on top of school, football, the last thing I want to do is sit down and just read a book. So I'll plug it into my ears and just while I'm walking, fishing, stuff like that, I'll listen to it.
What genre do you like to read?
It's sci-fi, action. I don't know, it's got all of it, sci-fi, action, drama. It's based in the future. They live on different planets and stuff. But I don't know, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to some things, but I'm a nerd when it comes to football too, so just the way I live a little bit.
You've been doing school this summer on top of football. What is your major?
It's animal science pre-vet. I want to be a veterinarian when I'm older. After football's said and done, I feel like I would enjoy sort of working with animals. Not that I don't like people or anything or don't want to be a doctor, but I like animals and I feel like it's something I could do for the rest of my life outside of football.
Why do you like animals so much?
I don't know. Just growing up, I've just been sort of a guy that's like dogs, animals, cats. I mean, even I took a couple of my first classes, egg classes, and we went to go see the cattle and stuff, the horse, the equine center, and just all this stuff sort of fascinates me. I don't know, I just feel like if I could help an animal out, that's what I would do, so I can do it being a vet.
What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? I don't know. It used to be a koala, but I think probably now I like lizards too, so a Komodo dragon. I used to go see them when I was little at the Minnesota Zoo, so I guess it just kind of stuck with me.
It's your favorite animal.
Yeah.
What's your spirit animal?
I don't know. Spirit animal. Spirit animal's Bryson Green. No, I'm just kidding. But I would say spirit animal relates to me. I'm kind of free flying. I'm probably I don't know, an eagle or something. I just like to be solo sometimes and just ride the wave. So I guess an eagle would work. I don't know. I've never really got asked that question before, so I don't know.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
I'll take eagle.
Yeah,
eagle works. Putting you on the spot. Do you know what type of veterinary medicine you want to get into when you eventually become a vet?
Yeah, I kind of want to work with zoos, exotic animals. So bigger animals. I know sort of down here you focus around a lot of the agricultural animals like horses and cattle, but there's a lot of little small vet doctors and stuff. But I like adventure. It might be a little bit more dangerous and stuff, but I'm sure if I'm operating on an animal, it's gonna be asleep, so it won't be too bad. But I'll probably have to learn a lot more, but I feel like exotic animals, be partnered with the zoo or something would be pretty cool.
How hard is it to balance a pre-vet major with football?
I would say I mean, sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't know why. I just want to change my major. But it hasn't been too bad. You got the people at the AC to help you out, like manage my schedule and stuff. Like I go in there every week, get my little checklist, what I do, and I'll just take a picture. And like every time when I complete, I just check it off. I know Miss Nikki does a good job of making sure like I come in, even though like some days I'm like, man, I gotta go to the AC today to get this stuff done. It's all right, but I feel like balancing it's something I want to do, so like I just have to sit down and do it. Like probably got to do some physics homework after this, but like I got to sit down and do it and just set time away from it. Like I might not be able to go as much as like some of my other teammates sometimes during the week or just chill, play video games, but I mean, there's always time for that after. So.
What's your favorite subject?
I'd say I like sciences, but the amount of time they take in college, like the labs are like 3 or 4 hours. I don't know, it's starting to go down, but like I'm pretty good with numbers, so like I took statistics, it was pretty easy. I'm in physics right now, and my teacher makes it really engaging and stuff, so I would say subject probably, I'm gonna say like broad topic, probably science, but my favorite class I probably ever took here at Oklahoma State, not related to my major at all, is probably philosophy of race with Marcus Ware. He's a really good teacher here. So
I feel like I've heard about that class and it sounds super interesting.
Yeah, we talked about anything in class, just be debates and stuff, crazy stuff. Man, he's a funny teacher. So it just like he actually wrote a couple recommendations for me to get into my like fraternity and stuff. Hopefully, like I need to reach out to him again soon, but he's a good person. He was a great teacher. So
you are pre-vet.
Yeah.
You're a football player.
Yeah.
And you're in a fraternity.
Yes.
What fraternity are you in?
Kappa Alpha Psi. It's a black fraternity on this campus. Yeah, we had brought it back, I think like not last spring, but 2 springs ago. My brother and then Cam Smith, then DJ, he was also on the team, and then another dude named OC Walker. But I don't know, it was a lot last spring because me and Cam were the only people part of it. So like I'm the president and he's like the vice president. So it just was a whole lot. I'm glad like the spring semester is over because when it gets to football, I sort of shelf like the fraternity stuff and just focus sort of on, goes football, school, no, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I just try to minimize what like I have going on during the season to just be able to play football at the highest level I can.
How many members in that fraternity right now,
approximately? Right now, there's probably like 5 because we're just getting back on campus and stuff, but there should be we'll probably get like closer to like 10 or 11 this next spring semester probably.
Why was it important for you to start this fraternity back up here?
Well, my dad's part of the same fraternity, so is my big brother. So you got all of us, all the guys in my family are part of Kappa Alpha Psi. So it was just something like, I didn't know I was going to do at first, but like if I was going to join a fraternity, it was going to be this fraternity. So it just was something, I think my dad or my brother sort of had to do the same thing at his school. It's a lot of work to bring it back, but I feel like a lot of the older people and alumni, like it's cool to see like you make them proud and stuff, so.
Let's talk football.
Okay, yeah.
How hard was last year for you?
It was tough, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to watch it all. It made it easier having a twin brother I could sort of support, and like he was on the field instead of me. But like before the season and stuff, I was expecting like I had to move to tight end. I mean, I might not look like a tight end. I've lost a couple pounds now. I'm probably like 215, where I was like almost 230 last season. But I would say before the season, I was just getting ready for like to play, to accomplish all these goals, and like 2 weeks before season starts, like in practice, I had hurt my wrist, and they're like, "Yeah, it looks like your wrist is dislocated." And I was like, "Okay, can y'all pop it back into place?" And they're like, "We're gonna need to take you inside." So they put me in a splint. And they're like, they had me shower and stuff, and like, I was like, "Why am I showering? Can you just pop back into place?" They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do that." And we're on our way to the hospital, and he's like, "We're gonna have to go to the hospital in OKC." And on the way, they're like, "You might have to get surgery, you might not." It's like, "So how long am I gonna be out?" And they're talking about, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit, but I didn't really know how bad it was until like I got there, and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna need surgery." So like 3 hours after practice, I got surgery and stuff, and the doctor's like, man, you're gonna be out for the whole season. I was like, what? It was a humbling moment. I think I was more just mad than anything, but I feel like it happened for a reason. It allowed me to focus on like other parts of my life, like fraternity, school, and just especially in my relationship with God. Like I had to re-up on that because I felt like, I'm not gonna say like I felt like an outcast, but like losing like a part of yourself, it was a whole lot. But I definitely feel like family, friends, having my brother here and God just helped me through it.
What did you learn about yourself last year?
Probably I'm more than a football player, for sure. Like I didn't get to travel to any of the games with the team. So like I ended up going to all the games, like driving and stuff, because I just didn't want to miss some of my brother's game with my teammates. But there's more to life than football. Like football is gonna end eventually, so I'm gonna need to figure out like what I need to do with that time. And just also like, I guess hard work sort of pays off. Like I had to do rehab and stuff. I could barely move my wrist. It's gotten a lot better now, but just definitely patience as well. Like just had to wait my turn. Stuff happens for a reason, and I guess that was just one of them.
You said it yourself, you are more than a football player.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe yourself to somebody now post-injury?
Post-injury, I'll probably say I'm a little more wise, I guess. I definitely feel like old head around here now. It's my third year. I guess I'm getting close to the end, but I just definitely feel like you're able to offer like advice to younger players that might be not having their way or like going through injury and stuff. It's not going to be the end of the world because there's other options. There's other things you can do. Like let's say you're injured, you can become sort of like a coach or something to another younger player who might need it. Just other ways to sort of help out the team besides like physically being there. I would say just find your way to just impact somebody's day, somebody's life, just whether it's on the field or off the field. So.
How would you categorize yourself though? Because I'm sure
a
year ago you would have said, I'm a football player at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I would say I'm Blaine Green. I mean, I don't even like to tell people I play football, really. Like when I'm at class and stuff, like unless you see my backpack or something, like I'm not gonna tell anyone I play football. I'm just gonna go out there and just be who I am as a person. So I would say I'm a pre-vet student. I'm a nerd. I like to listen to podcasts and stuff. So I'm more that than I am a football player, but also I do flip on the switch when I get on the field and stuff, and football's something I love, and hopefully I can play it for the rest of my life. I mean, it's gonna come to an end someday, but hopefully it's not soon.
Finna get it going, get ready for this bowl game, and have a good time. Can't complain.
Your brother was here last year. You said you got to sort of live vicariously through him when he was on the field.
Mm-hmm.
He transferred to Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
What was your reaction when he told you he was leaving?
Well, being my brother, I kind of knew it was going through his mind, and I was for him sort of leaving. It was just in his best interest, and I feel like he's going to be able to accomplish the goals he wants to this season and have a good shot at the NFL. So I was basically just his biggest supporter, his biggest cheerleader. I was just in his corner. Of course, I don't want to leave my best friend of what I lived all 19 years of my life with him. So it was weird when he like moved away, like I wake up and he's not there, but instead I'll just give him a phone call. I'll call him every day. I remember we probably played FIFA for like 2 hours on the weekend. Like we had tied like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, bro, I need to get off the game. But he's like, no. He's like, I'm finna beat you. He finally beat me once, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the record, I had beat him. I think it was like probably like 3-2 that day, but he's beating right now. It's probably 4-1 and like the whole record. So I'm gonna need to get back at him. But I would probably say it definitely makes me sad he's not here. But like I said, I'm just gonna be his big cheerleader. He's gonna do his thing at Wisconsin. I'm gonna do my stuff here. We'll meet at the top in the NFLs.
This one is caught. It's a slant. It'll go. It's a touchdown, Blaine Green. Been there all season.
Haven't played in a year.
Mm-hmm.
How will it feel to be back out there?
I think it's gonna be refreshing, for sure. I'd probably say like playing your first year as a freshman, you get the speed of the game. And like coming into last season, I was like, man, I feel like I got everything down. The game's slowing down. So I think I feel like it's gonna be a breakout year. I feel like it's gonna be a fun year with my teammates and stuff, and I feel like it's gonna be a championship year. So, I mean, I don't really got too much to say. I don't like to talk too much before the season, like before games and stuff. I like to just sort of show people like what I'm about, how I play and stuff when it actually comes down to it. But I would probably say it's gonna be a refreshing moment when I get to be on the field for the first time in about a year.
What do you hope your role is on the team this season?
I'll probably say more of a leadership role. I'm starting to get older. Just be a role guys can look up to and count on. Sort of like if they were to be hurt, they can come to me with anything. If they're struggling with plays or something, come to me. Just being sort of like a big brother on the team. I just kind of want my role to be that. So we can benefit the team as a whole. Just not like, it's not gonna be, of course I wanna be like a 1,000-yard receiver, Heisman winner, Blitnikoff winner, all those things are in the back of my mind, but for the most part, I just want to, for the team and stuff, I just want to be a big brother that people can come to.
I know you don't like to talk about the season really, you like to show it on the field. However, I have to ask, what needs to happen this season in order for you to consider it a success?
I'll probably say anything less than being that Big 12 championship game. I feel like that's going to be it. I mean, things do happen, but with this team, with this atmosphere, and I feel like the spring we had and going to fall camp, anything less than that Big 12 championship, man, I'm going to be a little disappointed, but I would say that's the goal. Big 12 championship, that's going to be a successful season.